Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nazreen, this is Farooq Mirza from Fourth Pillars TV USA's program Washington Global Forum from Washington DC. We welcome Professor Dr. Gholam Mujtaba Saab and all our listeners. Uh, Thank you very much for listening and thank you very much, Dr. Saab, for coming to the show. Dr. Saab, he's a community activist, a strategist, he's a writer, blogger, and himself a foreign relation expert, and one of the part of the Foreign Relation Committee and representing South Asian affairs. Dr. Saab, uh, our neighboring country, uh, India, his prime minister, he in a publicly he issued a very big statement, and he said that he forced Pakistan and made Pakistan in that situation that he made Pakistan a beggar, and the Pakistan is begging around for the money, and it all that happened due to Mr. Modi and his policies. Very loudly he said that, and I believe this is the first time ever heard a confession, and he confessed that he created a situation or a melodramatic situation in Pakistan. He created a political crisis and a financial crisis, and even uh, he is not afraid of taking responsibility. So after his confession, we strongly believe that he threatened regional peace, he threatened peace in Pakistan, and he also threatened peace in within the India. So this statement seems like he gave this statement against the Indian people, and the uh, and he also uh, uh, threatened peace within the India. So the world should take a notice, and all the ciphers and the dossiers submitted in the United Nations by Pakistan previously and recently. So it seems like now they have evidence because the Modi he confessed loudly in public. And whatever said General Babar and our former Prime Minister and our existing Prime Minister Bilawal Bhutto or United Nations Front, it is also seemed to be very truthful, and it proved uh, already on the international front. So before I ask you a question, I want to show you his confession statement, and after that I will display another video that shows really India's involvement in Pakistan affairs, creating law and order situation and destabilizing and creating the financial and economical crisis in Pakistan. Let's see and watch this video.
हमने पाकिस्तान की सारी हेकड़ी निकाल दी, उसे कटोरा लेकर दुनिया भर में घूमने के लिए मैंने मजबूर कर दिया है। ठीक किया।
So he loudly said that he is the only responsible, uh, and he is making Pakistan a beggar. I think he made a mockery after uh, the world uh, decided to stand by Pakistan and with the Pakistani public, especially the flood victim. They don't have a shelter, food, and life-saving medicine, and they don't have any infrastructure, roads and bridges. They blown out with this. History is a big hit of this floods. And let's see after this one, I will display another video
क्यों पाकिस्तान के सरबरा। ये कौन है? खालिद मकबूल सिद्दीकी भाई। खालिद मकबूल सिद्दीकी भाई वो है जो सन 2000 में इंडिया गए अल्ताफ हुसैन की इंस्ट्रक्शंस पर, और वहां पे रॉ के साथ बैठकर वहां इंडिया में वहां की मीडिया के सामने इन्होंने पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ बात की और अपना पाकिस्तानी पासपोर्ट फाड़ दिया, और वहां से पाकिस्तान आने के बजाय इंडियंस ने उनको इंडियन डिप्लोमेटिक पासपोर्ट इशू किया और इंडियन पासपोर्ट पे ट्रेवल करके अमेरिका चले गए। अमेरिका की फ्लाइट ले ली सन 2000 में। अमेरिका पर बड़ी बड़ी खबरें दिखी जाती हैं हेडलाइनों में, रॉ के एजेंट गिरफ्तार हो गए, हथियार बरामद हो गया, नक्शे बरामद हो गए, पता नहीं क्या कुछ बरामद हो गया। सन 2000 में हमें इंडिया लेकर जाने वाले अपने साथ खालिद मकबूल सिद्दीकी साहब हैं। रॉ का एजेंट बता रहा है, जिसको आप रॉ का एजेंट कह रहे हो, कह रहे हमें इंडिया लेकर जाने वाले खालिद मकबूल सिद्दीकी साहब हैं, जो हमें रॉ के हवाले करके आए और हम 4 महीनों तक वहां पर रॉ के कैंप में रहे और 4 महीने के बाद मैं वहां से फिर भाग कर आया।
Dr. Saab, after these display of 2 videos, do you think the United Nations and the rest of the world need any other proof of involvement of the Indian Modi and his mindset and what's going on in Pakistan, where he hit, what it is mean that he made Pakistan a beggar? So, Dr. Saab, to you.
Thank you very much, Farooq Mirza Saab. This is a very interesting part amongst all the programs that you have presented before the people of Pakistan and the international community, with particular interest of the Pakistani American community. Had I been the Prime Minister of Pakistan today, I would have done 2 things. One, I would have requisitioned an emergent meeting of the Organization of Islamic Countries on this statement, which is tantamount to calling a war between India and Pakistan. Second, I would have requisitioned the General Assembly of the United Nations that India is provoking Pakistan to go for a war. This is not only the end of the story. This is one part of the story that you have presented before the audience. The second part of the story is just few weeks before, if you retrieve the newspapers, all international newspapers, the Indian General of the Northern Command in Kashmir had issued a provocative statement saying that they have been authorized by the Indian Parliament to attack Pakistan in Kashmir, which they call it Pakistan occupied Kashmir. At that point, when the news came into the newspapers, it was rather the first or the second day of the new army chief, General Asim Munir Shah, and he issued a statement that we will give a befitting response to the Indian army doing any adventure in Kashmir. And this is a second statement that follows the statement of the military leadership of India, and now the civilian leadership and head of the government has issued a statement that is creating provocation on the borders of Pakistan. We are, as human beings, we are involved in humanitarian aids and the calamity faced by the Pakistani people out of flood and torrential rains. At this point of time, attacking Pakistan, provoking Pakistan to get involved in war with India, this is challenging the national security not only of India and Pakistan, the peace of the entire region. Mr. Modi should know that the world community and the Committee of Nations do not want any adventures of war between 2 nuclear states, India and Pakistan. Such things will destroy the peace in the region. We are neighbors of India, and had I been the Prime Minister of India, I would have put forward my hand for friendship with India instead of challenging the security of the region. the peace of the region. We should work for the global peace. We should not become part of destroying peace in the region. And the world powers, the members of the Security Council, the permanent members of the Security Council, which includes the United States, should take a strong notice of the statement of Mr. Modi. This statement is definitely a confession to what his intentions are. We remember that in 2019, and let me go to 2002 first. In 2002, there were massacre of Muslims of India in Gujarat.
I'm in the show.
Then in 2014, again there was massacre of Muslims in Gujarat. There had been massacres going on against Muslims and Christian community in India. And the mastermind behind all such activities in India has had been Mr. Modi. This is why in 2004 and 5, the government of the United States, the president of the United States, banned the entry of Narendra Modi into the United States. He was restricted from entering the United States. After winning elections, becoming the prime minister, this restriction was gone because of diplomatic immunity provided to him. But he should remember the past is not out of sight. We remember his past, we remember his atrocities and his acts of genocide against Muslims and Christians in Gujarat. Mr. Modi is a threat to world peace. And I would request the people of India, our brothers and sisters living in India, they should not allow such rhetoric statement from leaders of India who are anti-Muslim, anti-sectarian, anti-faith, anti-religious. And there is the Religious Freedom Act of the United States. That Religious Freedom Act of the US was invoked on Modi in 2005 that led to his ban in entering the United States. Mr. Modi should know that if things goes on the way it is moving now, this will create a lot of chaos, restlessness in both parts of the region. And
Dr.
Pakistan would not spare.
Dr. Saab, thank you very yeah. Dr. Saab, you responded very in a detail. We should understand what exactly he want to say, what kind of signal he want to give to Pakistan. So his statement came up when he saw that the world, United States of America, United Nations, World Bank, Islamic Development Bank, another 4 or 5 banks, they donated and also project financed in almost $10 billion. And that will help Pakistan in this crisis, especially to the flood victim. If you remember, Dr. Saab, during the Corona crisis, Pakistan gave all its oxygen to Indian people. They were suffering at that time. And this donation and the project financing is only purely entirely for the flood victim. And Pakistan was very generous to Indian people. And at that time, making a mockery. Do you think he is dumb enough, or he just he has that kind of mindset? Let's see what exactly. Let's analyze where he hit Pakistan that he claimed that he is responsible. So I will show you a couple of display. This is a Pakistan claim that irrefutable evidence of Indian link to terrorism in Pakistan. The second, I will show one of the former army officer some 6 months ago openly threatened on live television that there would be attack on Pakistani soldier in Balochistan, and that they will harm the officer known of his covert attacks. And after that, it happened, Dr. Saab, it happened. And secondly, after the fall of Kabul, the India became the one of the biggest donor and the investor, almost $3 billion. They invested in Afghanistan. And after the fall, there was a political damage to the Indian diplomatic mission and their intelligence network. They ran away with their all tools and all these documents and everything. So now they started again uh, piling up over there and setting up their influence in Afghanistan. And after that, you see that these Tariq-e-Taliban, they started attacking on Pakistan. And how you this is one of his involvement. He think that the creating a law and order situation within the country, this is one of the reason that Pakistan is suffering economically. So what is your intake, Dr. Saab, on that?
See, you are right on certain points here. There is nothing to argue on that, that India is responsible for creating unrest and chaos in Pakistan through covert operations. And by saying this, Modi has himself confessed that he is involved in destabilizing Pakistan economically. When he says that I have brought Pakistan to a point of begging, it clearly means that he has done some covert operation whereby Pakistan has been damaged economically. There could not be a better evidence to what the horse's mouth came out with the answer. He himself confessed it. So we don't have to argue on that. We understand that there is a serious charge on him. But having said that, we have to understand our deficiencies also for your audience. What our deficiencies are. One, if you look to the newspapers and the statements in 2019, when Mr. Imran Khan was the Prime Minister of Pakistan, I read it for you from the wire of the United States. Not, inverted commas, quote, not interested in meeting Jayapal, Jaishankar cancels US Congress committee meeting. Jayapal is an American congresswoman. At that time, Kamala Harris, the present Vice President of the United States, was a member of the Senate. There were three major members, which included Michael McCall, Chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee of the House. They denied, they refused to meet Jaishankar, the Foreign Minister of External Minister of India, in visiting the United States. That was a slap on the face of Indian leadership, that because of the atrocities in Kashmir, the genocide in Kashmir, the US House of Representatives and the congressmen and the senators refused to meet Indian Foreign Minister. And that's why he had to cancel US trip. This is on record, 2019. But this is also on record that Pakistan supported India in the election for the president of the Security Council of the United Nations. It is also on record that when India revoked Article 370 of the Indian Constitution to merge the Indian occupied Kashmir into India, Pakistan did not resist. Pakistan did not present a case in the United Nations. No Security Council meeting was called by China. No veto was given by China on this merger. Although China is a neighboring state to Kashmir, there are reasons for China to get involved. And still Pakistan supported China in 2022 in Human Rights Council in defeating US resolution. The US has supported Pakistan again and again. The US supported Pakistan in 2005 to ban Modi. The US supported Pakistan and US congressmen supported Pakistan in 2019 by not allowing Jaishankar, the Indian external minister, to meet them. It was the United Nations that is saying against US, that is going in the interest of Pakistan. But when it comes to Pakistan, Pakistan goes with China and does not support the moves that serves the interest of Pakistan.
Dr.
And
Saab,
having said that, this is a deficiency of the
Dr. Saab, this is
Pakistani civilian leadership.
yeah,
I'm not talking about the military leadership.
Dr. Saab, this is
Qasim Munir has taken a strong stand against the Indian Northern Command that if you dare to make an adventure in Kashmir, we'll fight tooth and nail against you.
Dr. Saab, let's come back to the the question I asked you, after this confession, uh, definitely there should be a proper response from Pakistan as well. But so
Unfortunately,
far
there is no
on
response
so
from the
far,
Prime Minister.
hold on, sir,
There is no
hold on.
response from the Foreign Minister. There is
Yeah,
no response by the Ambassador in the United Nations. There is no response by the Ambassador in the United States. What is going
that's it.
on in Pakistan?
They did not issue any statement. One thing is very clear. After this confession statement by the Prime Minister Modi, what what he expects from Pakistan. So definitely, Pakistan is a nuclear country and has a full capability not to respond on a diplomatic front, but also they can take it seriously. This is that if if the responsible country he is issuing that kind of confession statement, so it means they have all right. As American State Department few last week issued a statement that Pakistan has a right to defend itself, and they have that statement was issued on the Afghanistan matter. So the principle from the American principle should be the same uh, as what he said loudly. So he should realize that if there is no peace in Pakistan, there shouldn't be any peace in India as well, and there should be no peace in the region as well. So basically, he is threatening international security and peace as well. So I think before he gave this statement, he should realize that. So he made Pakistan beggar. When Pakistan will retaliate, he won't be able to beg for anybody because they will not leave any leg and hand and even the tongue that he will utter any words for the begging. So these countries they should be issuing all these silly statements very responsibility because it's a neighboring country and they claim one of the old democracy and they are dreaming to be a powerful country and the one of the on the economical game. So if there is no peace in India, then how they will their public how they will move forward.
There are two issues here that you have raised. Issue one, what will be Pakistan's response when you call Pakistan a beggar? Would there be peace in the region? Would you survive if Pakistan does not survive, means India? That is your first question. Your second question is on the very word beggar. Let me come to the second question first and go to the first later. We have created an atmosphere where, in Urdu, I must use a phrase, घर को आग लगी घर के चिराग से. We are damaged from within Pakistan. Modi or damn any leadership of India, if against Pakistan, could not do a damn wrong to Pakistan. Everything that has happened in Pakistan is because of the internal corruption, embezzlement of funds that has led Pakistan to this point of collapse. If there is a collapse, and which I foresee it, I know Ishaq Dar refuses that. I know you refuse that. But I am on record telling you that things are very tough for Pakistan economically. You may refuse 10 times, but I have the figures. A State Bank of Pakistan has not provided figures since December 30 on the foreign exchange reserves, and today is January 12th. Every week, they are supposed to present Pakistan's foreign exchange reserves on the website. This week, they have missed, is the second time, and IMF should bring them to task to give the right figures now for Pakistani people to know. Are they waiting for the funds to be released through Geneva Conventions to get the figures different in this week? No, this is not helping Pakistan's patriot people of Pakistan who are concerned for Pakistan like myself and you. We want to know where we stand. the truth of the matter is Pakistan is facing a great turmoil. Ask the people and your audience how many of them have opened LCs and they did not go through because there are no funds. Listen, this is the first part. The reality of the matter is whatever Modi is claiming, he's a crook. He cannot do a damn to Pakistan. But are we the crooks? In 14 years of civilian government since 2008, Pakistan's foreign exchange and debt has come from $38 billion to $128 billion today. Why? Where did the money go?
Dr. Saab, this is one of...
No. Let me tell you. Where is the game changer? We were watching in the social media.
Yeah.
That the trains are going from Gwadar to Ankara. And fiberglass trains are moving. All bullshit. All nonsense stories. And we cannot blame Modi when there are facts. It is not about Modi.
Dr. Saab, this
Modi
is...
so far is concerned. So far, Modi is concerned on the second part of the question. Modi cannot do a damn. And you are right. If India goes for an adventure against Pakistan, if there is a dismemberment of Pakistan,
we should understand.
Cannot survive. India cannot survive. India will be broken into pieces.
Dr. Saab, listen.
Let me finish this up. India, if threatens Pakistan, there will be no peace in India. India should know in order to maintain peace.
That's what I said.
They have to maintain congenial, peaceful atmosphere.
Dr.
Saab,
this is a fourth pillar forum, and we designed this program for today to review and understand what exactly he did in Pakistan. I will give you one example. One of the spying network, when Imran Khan, his phone was hacked, he spoke to Secretary General in United Nations that foreign networks, they are trying to hack my phone. Then after that, an investigation started. A citizen lab from Canada, they issued a report that one of the spying network, they sold some accounts to India, and they created another network by these spy platform by the name of gangs, and the 55 operators, they were spying on Pakistan. So they also spying from India, and they also made many networks sponsored by foreign networks and sponsored by the India in Pakistan, and they were involved in Afghanistan. They were involved in different groups. Like, can I show you one more for our viewers? If you see the General Babar, last time he during his press conference, he displayed many evidence, and he said that we have verified documents, bank tracking records worth million of dollars, audio clips, detail of contacts between India intelligence operations and diplomats, fugitive Pakistani militants operated in Afghanistan. So that was also criticized at that time within the Pakistan, but he was very much right. So India attacked on a different front. He attacked us on a Kashmir front, and he tried to sabotage peace through his proxy in this terrorist organization, ISS and Tehrik-e-Taliban. And now there is a very big situation, a very like a physical situation on border, both on Afghanistan and both on other our border, with the joint border with the Afghanistan. And even they try to hit Islamabad. So this is very serious. So we understand the meaning, what Modi is trying to communicate and trying to take advantage. and his confession is very serious, not for the Pakistan, but it's also rest of the world. I think this is a wonderful time, and Pakistan has an opportunity to take advantage of this confession, and they should mobilize, activate their uh, diplomats in United States of America and our United Nations permanent mission to respond properly and make this case a real case with the evidence seriously. So far, we didn't see any response. I don't know what is the reason. Do you think they are taking Moody a non-serious or politically incorrect, or he's a jealous man? He's taking him light, or they should.
Mr. Farooq Mirza Saab, let me tell you a bit of fact. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
A bit of fact. Who was Shehbaz Gill?
Yeah,
Shehbaz Gill was the chief of the staff of the former Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Imran Khan. Shehbaz Gill, what qualifications he had before joining as the chief of the staff or the cabinet of Imran Khan? What qualifications he had? He
yeah,
was told to the people of Pakistan that he was an assistant professor at the University of Chicago.
yeah,
I would ask your audience to
yeah,
go to the website of University of Chicago, the Department of Management Sciences, and see the name Shehbaz Gill and see his qualifications. In the qualifications on research papers, his 3 papers are published on the website, and all those 3 papers are targeted against Pakistan Army's budget, and those are against Pakistan Army. And he claims that this budget is damaging to Pakistan's economic interests. So Pakistan's army's budget and the defense budget should be curtailed. If this is the type of person who becomes the chief of the staff of Pakistan's prime minister, is Modi in a position to damage Pakistan when there are internal threats from within Pakistan? Modi is a mediocre. I don't take his statement seriously. I don't take him as something who is serious. He's a funny man. He just rose to the position of prime minister. This is shame on India. But this is the type of democracy they have it. We accept him. But that does not mean what Shehbaz Gill did to Pakistan. How did Pakistan's national security agencies clear Shehbaz Gill as becoming chief of the staff of Pakistan's prime minister? May I know that? Did they try to see those officers who cleared his national security, who cleared his ground check? Did they find out what was on his bag bringing to Pakistan? His bag carried those documents that were against Pakistan, and the man was brought to the top position in Pakistan. How did this happen? No, I
Dr.
want to
Saab,
know.
there
No, I
are
want to know. There is a security lapse from within Pakistan. Until such time, Hafiz Sahab does not control the security lapses within Pakistan, does not change the command in Pakistan's security agencies. Things will move the way it is moving, and Modi will be a victorious if things are not changed now.
Dr. Saab,
But
Dr. Saab,
people like me and you are not given a chance in Pakistan. Maula Jat is brought as Governor Sindh, the man who has stole a bicycle, who has been alleged to steal a bicycle. What is going on in Pakistan? Don't we have talents? Don't we have people there to work in the interest of Pakistan? Don't we have educated people? We do have it. We have a big lot of those people, but we are not giving them the chance. In the last 14 years, I know you would not like it, but I must tell you to your audience, in the last 14 years, it is Pakistan People's Party, Pakistan Muslim League, and PTI in power. And these are the 3 people who have damaged Pakistan, bringing new elections. If there are new elections, what new Pakistani people are getting? PTI comes to power. PTI is in power for 11 years in KPK. What model they have produced in KPK for people to follow that?
Dr. Saab,
People's Party is in power for the last 14 years in
Dr.
Sindh.
Saab,
What
this is
change has been brought in Sindh?
Dr. Saab,
MLN has been in power in Punjab for the last 14 years. No
Dr.
change.
Saab, Dr. Saab,
Are you trying to bring an answer, Modi, by these duffers? No, these duffers are not going to address the question that you are bringing in against Modi. It has to be the muscles of the armed forces of Pakistan.
Dr. Saab,
They have to rise to the occasion before it gets late.
Dr.
It is
Saab,
time. It is a defining moment in history where Pakistan army should stand up and the leadership should stand up in the defense of Pakistan.
Dr. Saab,
Otherwise, they cannot. No, let me give one more thing. They cannot defend the borders from Taliban, from Peshawar to Atak and to Chaman when there will be intrusion. They would not be able to defend Kashmir when Indian intrusion will be there. They would not be able to defend Karachi, Sindh, and other places because of internal strife and because of internal threats. Pakistan army can do one thing. Their resources have been curtailed. They do not have money to move their jeeps, even their cars, and they cannot move to make troop movements. At this time, Pakistan is facing a danger, and what Modi is trying to say is trying to become a hero when this happens. This will not happen. My message.
Dr. Saab, listen. I'm not disagreeing with you, but one thing I want to clarify: the Pakistan Army and its departments, they did a wonderful job cleaning up the mess. The Modi and his lieutenants, by their involvement, they created a mess.
I ask you this question.
In Sindh.
Your audience would like to know if Pakistan Army, I don't mean the current leadership. I must make it very clear. The Pakistan Army under Bajwa's command, under Faiz Hamid were there when Kashmir was merged into India, abrogating Article 370. What did Army do at that time? What did the intelligence agencies do when Shahbaz Gill was brought into the cabinet? This is not the answer. The answer is the leadership today. We have a lot of confidence on the new leadership of Hafiz Saab. We have a lot of confidence and hopes that the new leadership will rise to the occasion and come to the expectations of the people in the defining moments of Pakistan's history. That's it.
Dr. Saab, I'm agreeing on one thing. The political instability and nonsense, and that caused this security breach in Pakistan, and Modi is taking advantage of this weak situation, political crisis and the economical crisis, and he is counting every dollar Pakistan has in its statement or in their ledger book. So that's why he's making a mockery. Basically, at that time, he shouldn't issue that kind of statement. Basically, I believe that this statement is not against Pakistan, it's against India itself. There are a lot of civilized communities, they are living within the
But did Pakistani leadership, the foreign ministry, the foreign minister of Pakistan, the prime minister of Pakistan benefit from this confession? It is me and you coming and shouting over the TV. Where is the prime minister? Where's the foreign minister of Pakistan?
Maybe they didn't heard that statement. They are so busy in occupying Punjab and raiding Punjab, and you see that
in fights to come to power, bring his son to be the chief minister, change Parvez Elahi. They are involved in fights to get power. That is what it is. The 3W, women, wealth, and whiskey. That's all they are looking for. They are not looking for Pakistan.
I will say our weak court justice system and the intricate and the weak decision of our judiciary, they are also creating a political mess in Pakistan. So you see what happened in Punjab. The court decision was so weak and there was so loophole.
People of Pakistan are not here to listen who is coming to power and who is going to power. They know that every time these three people want to switch their terms and come to power, there is no change that is going to come by these three people, no matter what is done. The only thing that can change Pakistan, if you bring courageous new leadership into Pakistan and revamp the political landscape of Pakistan. Otherwise, Pakistan cannot progress and Modi's challenges would stay there.
Okay, Dr. Saab, let's talk about uh, one more thing in our Pakistani American community. Uh, I don't know who is creating different unknown mysterious organizations on Kashmir issue, and we made a lot of statement and we did a lot of programs, but now I don't know what is the mystery behind this, why they are creating mysterious organizations with the mysterious people. They don't have any history, they don't, we community don't know them, and in these we don't know who is the sponsor. And one particular incident happened in our community. One of the recently uh, erected one of the organization on Kashmir, during uh, their reception, we saw some Indian raw agent in our Kashmir this reception. And when they find out, so we learned that the people who is raising voice on Kashmir or who they are participating on Kashmir receptions, so they did their profiling, who they are, what is their name, and they prepared a list. And one of the lady came there. She was not supposed to be there. And the irony of the matter is that our Deputy Consul General, Mr. Nawab Adil, he was he was the one who accommodated her, presented flowers, bouquets, and also she spoke to the audience as well. So the Pakistani American community, they are a part of this Kashmir, this campaign. They always there when uh, when the Modi speaks, and when the Prime Minister of Pakistan or any evidence, they get together with their children, with their loved ones in front of United Nations and Empire State Building, White House, to show solid solidarity with the Kashmiri people suffering in India. But now, so I don't know. Do you have any information who is trying to divide Kashmiri community? And they are inviting even the Jewish people within our these Kashmiri reception. This is something unusual happen. So do you think what's going on?
I can give you a straight answer, but I think it will be undiplomatic and would create some problems if I give you a straight answer. But I would try to let your audience know something. To my understanding, without giving any evidence and without providing the source of information, I knew that Kashmir will be merged into India, the Indian occupied Kashmir.
It is already done. They
Hold
have.
on, hold on a second. I knew that. I had informed Pakistan's top spy agency in writing, which I have evidence to substantiate my statement, that Kashmir issue has been settled by Imran Khan. There will be no resistance from Imran Khan if there is a merger of Kashmir into India. I had informed Faz Hamid in writing.
Dr. Saab, it's a very
Six
big.
months,
It's a
six
very
months
big
before,
statement.
6 months before, no action was taken. Then I was also informed that Pakistan is not going to resist this merger. And I found that, and we know that no resistance was made in the United Nations General Assembly or in the United Nations Security Council. There was a deal. Modi does not have the courage. Modi could not have dared to merge Indian occupied Kashmir as part of Kashmir had I been the Prime Minister of Pakistan instead of Imran Khan.
Dr.
Pakistan is
Sahab,
a nuclear state.
Dr. Sahab, this
Where
is
is
a
the
very,
nuclear deterrence
Dr. Sahab,
against the security threats of Pakistan? This was enough to challenge Modi. But Pakistan did not do a damn. And why it is happening, this melodrama in the United States on Kashmir, they all know that. They are playing games with the people of Pakistan.
Dr.
They're
Sahab, this is
playing
a
games with the
very,
innocent people of Pakistan.
Dr.
And
Sahab, hang
their
on, please.
secret funds are used here.
Dr. Sahab, hang on, please. This is a very powerful statement you gave from this forum, and uh, and I strongly believe that you did it, and you have evidence that you notified them 6 months before.
Yes.
So, what my question? So you answer in that way. So I understand right now the rest of this creating a different kind of.
And one more thing I want to add here. Do not blame the American Jewish community here. They are even today with Pakistan. We may have differences on the issue of Palestine. We may have differences on their policies with the Palestinians. But that does not mean that we will give India the advantage of Israeli friendship to target Pakistan. And there are Indian agents.
Dr. Sahab, let me complete.
I'm not promoting any interest.
Dr. Sahab,
this is not Pakistan's interest.
Dr. Sahab, let me complete my my question to you. So my previous question, the one part you already answered very well, and it's a very powerful statement you gave on this front. So you must have all the evidence next time. If somebody want to know that, so we can display it on our.
No,
screen.
I'm not going to display the classified information.
Okay, so, fair enough.
Yes,
fair,
I am on
fair
record
enough.
saying that I sent it to Fazamir.
Fair enough. So it means that creating new mysterious organizations within the Pakistani American community and Canadian community is just to
hoodwink the
divert their
of Kashmir,
to divert and divide them by different methods. And this is the reason before the people used to come in crews like 1,000, 2,000 people for Kashmiris. Now they restricted to 17, 18 people. So it clearly means that they don't want to raise Kashmir issue from American front.
Absolutely, they have settled the issue. The Kashmiri people are being fooled. They have done that in 2019. Can Imran Khan respond to this question? Ask him to come to the program and face me.
Dr. Saab, but in Pakistan, what Bilawal Bhutto said about Kashmir and the previous foreign minister, even our information minister.
What was the Shimla agreement? May I ask?
Whatever they said
from Bilawal Bhutto, what was the Shimla agreement?
Okay, let me complete this one. What they said in their statements and press conferences about Kashmir, even here in United Nations, about the Kashmiri people, they raised voice and they blamed
Why
India.
was Imran Khan not allowed to address the Sri Lankan parliament?
Let me complete this one. So it shows that they are strongly standing with Kashmiri people. But
that's what I'm answering you. Imran Khan was not allowed to address, and this is important for you.
Yeah.
Imran Khan was not allowed to address the Sri Lankan parliament on a state visit to Sri Lanka. Why? It was on a schedule. It was published in the newspapers by the Sri Lankan government that Imran Khan will address the parliament of Sri Lanka, the parliamentarians of Sri Lanka, as the president of Sri Lanka. Why would he address the Sri Lankan parliament and talk about Kashmir when he has already settled the issue of Kashmir? Why is he trying to hoodwink using our platform? That is the reason why Imran Khan was not provided the platform of Sri Lankan parliament to address Sri Lanka, because he wanted to fool the people by using that platform for Kashmir. The platform was not Sri Lankan parliament. The right platform was in United Nations Security Council and General Assembly. Where is that?
Dr. Saab, thank you very much. We have a very limited time, and let's move to our next segment. It is about something about our uh, irresponsible behavior of our digital media in Pakistan. In morning shows and in our dramas, they are displaying erotic behavior, and you know that the where there is politician and different departments, they are displaying unauthorized audios and videos and erotic material publicly on social media. But the digital media listed by the PEMRA, the Pakistan Electronic Regulatory Authority, now they started displaying uh, very indecent and erotic behavior. So in the morning show, they allow the actresses, they are working on the morning shows. They wear that kind of dresses. Uh, you will you cannot even see them. So they display each their part of body parts. That's so damaging. And I received a call from one of the kid, 13 to 14 years. He followed me and he said, "Uncle, I'm sending you some this material," and he sent me some graphics, and I want to show our audience. And we also posted on Facebook. You will not believe. Uh, you can see this woman. This program is on a summer TV. The owner is Alim Khan. He's a property tycoon and he's a former lieutenant of prime minister now. Due to the conflict, now he's doing some foundation work, but he has a very big property infrastructure. Now he purchased this summer TV, and look at this. What's going uh, on this TV show? The pants, the plastic is stick to her body, and you can see they want to show that part of body to the our young children and the young. You see the renowned uh, uh, these actors, they are also with them, and this is very popular show. So Dr. Saab, we also sent a note to the chairman of Pakistan Electronic Regulatory Authority. They have a all right to ban and to restrict the rating of the digital media, they to control, to punish them. But this kind of behavior, I think they should be very vigilant, because this is their moral responsibility to stop the display of that erotic uh, this nature, especially these actresses. They are wearing dresses and display, so they are basically affecting our youth and children. So how you will respond? You are also a family man.
Mr. Farooq Mirza Saab, first of all, we know Pakistan is known as Islamic Republic of Pakistan. There are two states; those are ideological states that came into existence in 1947, and then in 1948, Israel became an independent state based on faith, the right of the Jewish community to be in the Holy Land, and Pakistan became an Islamic state. And then that followed Iran to become another Islamic state in the Khomeini era with the revolution in Iran. If we look,
Sir, you have a 1 minute only. We have a very limited time. I want your
if you look
final
to
words.
the morality, the traditions, and the values that are upheld in those two states, Israel and Iran, we can get the answer. So, if they follow certain moral standards, why would Pakistan, being an Islamic state, not follow those moral standards? That means there is something deviation from the moral standards. And if those are not the moral standards of the state of Pakistan, then the name should be changed. We would not mind if this is a secular state.
Dr. Saab, thank you very much. Time's up, folks. we discussed a very important issues today. One of a confession statement from the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He said that he is the only reason Pakistan is getting begging around the shopping around the world. Very big confession statement. It's clearly mean that Modi is involved in Pakistan's personal affair, and he is creating different networks to influence, to creating spy networks, and he is also damaging Pakistan financially, economically. And he also made a mockery when the entire civilized world, including America, United Nations, UNDP, uh, American different donor organizations, including Asian Development Bank, Saudis, Germany, France, Denmark. I cannot name more. All entire world, they stood by Pakistan for the humanitarian service. They opened their wallet, and they also finance some of the project and 10 to 20% donations. I think this is what when the Modi saw now the Pakistan, he was claiming that is isolated, but it is not. Pakistan is not isolated. Pakistan earned a confidence and a great respect from the rest of the world. So definitely Pakistan is a friendly country and there is a political crisis. It's not only in Pakistan, definitely. There is a political crisis in India as well. And so on the flood victim, at that time when Pakistan is busy in rehabilitation and they are trying to help these flood victims, his statement making a mockery. I think world should take notice and our diplomatic foreign office, they should also activate, especially Bilawal Bhutto, very brilliant foreign minister. He should also activate diplomats. So far, we didn't hear any response from Pakistan. Even the prime minister and the information minister, I think they should uh, start working on a diplomatic level, and they have enough confession statement. Take this to United Nations, and there should be a, a subject of discussion on this very confession statement. The world should also ask him the what is the meaning. So we also discussed the Indian involvement uh, in terrorism incidents in Pakistan. The ISPR and the foreign minister, he what he displayed to the press, it proves that they were right. And now the confession statement is one of the proof. Secondly, we discussed mysterious organizations. Someone we don't know who is that person or some force. They are creating mysterious organization in within the American Pakistani community on Kashmir, and they are inviting uh, unwanted elements. They are spying on our community and profiling them. This is the security team here and within the uh, in Pakistan mission. They should also document it and they should take a notice. The finally, our digital media listed in PAMRA, they are uh, displaying erotic scenes and they made actresses wearing very illicit and a strange kind of they display their full body parts, and our young children and our youth, especially women, they embarrass them. And we are getting calls from Pakistan. Even the young people, they don't like that kind of display. Sama TV is one of the renowned TV, and they have a potential viewership. And the owner is also seems like very responsible. He should take responsibility and fire these producer and the designer. I think this program should be banned immediately if information minister and the PEMRA, especially the role of PEMRA is very damaging. The people they are working billions of dollar worth building and a lavish lifestyle, and they have a high rise and they are enjoying a powerful and very luxurious life, but they cannot control like a number few channels, and they are not playing duties, they should take notice and they shut it down. This program should be closed, and there should be a penalty on that. So it is definitely is a moral uh, issues within the Pakistan. I believe responsible they will take action, and we also Dr. Ghulam Mujtaba Saab, he disclosed a very big mystery, and he clearly said that Imran Khan is responsible for the setting up and this Kashmir issue, and the PTI party and the Imran Khan, he has we have open invitation. They can send their statement in their defense. In the same way, we talk about the Sama TV, their management. They can come and they can also give their point of view. It's an open forum, and they can send their, or they can send their statement and they can be a part of that. It is an independent forum, and our discussions and made our investigations, and we uh, verify all contents. So folks, thank you very much for listening, and we will come back with a new topic. So far, Pakistan Zindabad.